Well last
I'll
night then?
keep quiet.
Anything particular?
So, hello everyone, this is me, Mohammed Sani Biswala, and I am a student of Yohan School, Lahore campus, Layer 1 student batch 4, and I am currently from Lahore, Pakistan. So, this is my short introduction. So, hello everybody, and hello Miles.
Hey, good to be here. And hello to everyone tuning in. Lahore, Pakistan. Cool. Nice to meet everyone watching. What's the plan for today's live stream? What are we diving into?
Okay, so today I have a very special topic. So, my topic is how to build a strong team building strategies from success 2026.
Cool. That's good. Team building, huh? That's actually really smart, especially thinking ahead to 2026. A lot of people kind of gloss over that stuff, but a solid team is everything, right? So, what sparked your interest in that
Yes,
specifically?
I've heard.
Yeah.
Okay, so first
Elaborate.
of all, okay, so first my question is, what is team?
Oh, okay. Good place to start. What is a team? Hmm. That's deceptively tricky. It's more than just a group of people, you know. Um, I'd say it's a
Yes,
collection
I
of
know.
individuals.
So please give me answer.
Right. Sorry about that. Jumping the gun a bit. Okay, so a team, it's a group of people working together to achieve a common goal, right? But it's also about the way they interact. There needs to be a level of trust, collaboration, and shared responsibility. It's about leveraging everyone's strengths and covering for each other's weaknesses. Does that hit the mark?
Okay, so my next
Go for
question
it.
is what is team building?
Okay, so team building, it's essentially the process of creating a team that functions really well together. It's not just about putting people in a room together and hoping for the best. It involves activities and strategies designed to improve communication, build trust, and encourage collaboration. It's about getting people to actually want to work together, to feel connected to the goal. Gotcha. You said study?
Okay, nice. Okay, very funny. Okay, so my next question is why is strong team important?
Okay, good question. Why is a strong team important? Man, where do I even start? Seriously. Okay, well, for starters, strong teams are way more innovative, more ideas bouncing around, more perspectives. It just leads to better solutions. Plus, people are more motivated and productive when they feel supported and valued. It also makes things way less stressful, being able to rely on each other. Basically, a strong team can accomplish anything. What do you think? Does that align with what you've seen so far?
Okay, so my next question is what make a team successful? What make a team
All right. So, what makes a team successful? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I think it comes down to a few key things. First, clear goals. Everyone needs to be on the same page about what they're working towards. Then, good communication, um, open, honest, and regular communication. Trust is huge. People need to feel safe to take risks and share ideas. And finally, diversity of skills and perspectives. You want a team with different strengths that complement each other. Does that make sense?
Yes, makes sense. So next question is what is teamwork?
Okay, teamwork. So, teamwork is kind of like the active ingredient that makes a team successful. It's not just being on the team, it's actively working with your teammates. It's about sharing responsibilities, supporting each other, and collaborating to achieve that common goal we talked about. It's about putting the team's success ahead of individual glory. Survivor, really. Does that vibe check out?
Okay, wonderful.
Hey,
So
glad you
next
think so.
question is
That's a good vibe to have too.
yes.
What's next on the agenda?
Okay, well,
All right, shoot.
Okay,
What?
so next is what is collabor
Okay, collaboration. So collaboration is basically uh, teamwork on steroids. Honestly, it's more than just dividing tasks and working independently. It's about actively working together on the same task, sharing ideas, and building on each other's contributions. It's a bit more dynamic and interactive than just straight up teamwork. Think of it like co-creating something versus everyone contributing a piece to a puzzle. It's about synergy, right? Right, right.
Okay, so
Sorry about that.
okay, don't worry. So my next question is what is team
Okay, team structure, good one. So, uh, team structure basically refers to how the team is organized, who reports to whom, what roles everyone has, and how decisions are made. You got a bunch of different structures you can go with, like a flat structure where everyone has equal say, or a hierarchical structure where there's a clear chain of command. The best structure really depends on the size of the team, the nature of the work, and the overall company culture.
Okay, so don't be quiet.
Sorry, sometimes I get a little distracted. What answer are you looking for? Just to clarify what I was saying about team structure? Or is there another question I missed?
This is my question. What is team structure? Give
Got it. My apologies for the slip up. You asked about team structure, not steam structure. My mistake. Okay, so team structure refers to how the team is organized. This includes things like who reports to whom, the different roles within the team, and how decisions are made. There are a few common types. Got flat structures where everyone is pretty equal, and hierarchical structures with a clear chain of command. There's also matrix structures, which can get complicated, and self managing teams. The best one depends on the team's size and what it's trying to accomplish. Does that make sense?
yes, makes sense. So next question is what is team cul- culture?
Ah, okay. You mean team culture. Sorry about the misinterpretation before. Team culture is huge. It's essentially the personality of the team, the values, beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors that shape how people interact with each other and how they approach their work. A positive team culture is built on trust, respect, and open communication. A toxic one, well, you can imagine. It's the kind of thing that can either make or break a team, no matter how talented everyone is. It's basically the vibe of the team.
Okay, nice. So next one is what is team performance?
Okay, team performance. That's a big one. It's how well the team is achieving its goals. But it's not just about hitting numbers, it's also about the quality of the work, how effectively the team is collaborating, and how satisfied team members are. It's a mix of things. You can measure team performance in a bunch of ways, like tracking progress against milestones, gathering feedback from team members, and looking at key metrics. But ultimately, it comes down to whether the team is consistently delivering results.
Okay, so next one is what is leadership in team?
Okay, leadership in a team, that's key. It's not necessarily about one person in charge, though sometimes it is. Good leadership in a team is about guiding, motivating, and supporting the team to achieve its goals, and while setting a clear vision, fostering collaboration, and empowering team members to take ownership. And it's not always about telling people what to do. Sometimes it's about facilitating discussion, resolving conflicts, and providing constructive feedback. A good leader brings out the best in everyone on the team.
Okay, so we will move on our next question. So next question is how to hire team members.
Good move. How to hire team members? That's a whole other beast, isn't it? Okay, first you need to clearly define what skills and qualities you're looking for. Don't just focus on technical skills. Look for people who are collaborative, adaptable, and have a good attitude. Then you need to cast a wide net, post job openings on relevant platforms, network with people in your industry, and maybe even headhunt. And when you're interviewing candidates, ask behavioral questions, questions that ask them to describe how they handled specific situations in the past. It is good for you, right? That will give you a
Yes,
good sense of of their soft skills and how they'd fit in with the team. What else? What else?
Okay, you're right. So next question is what? How to select best?
Whoa. Okay, but that's
Sorry. My next question is what is interview process? Interview.
no worries. Sudden genre shift. Haha. Okay, interview process. So typically, it involves several stages. First, you review resumes and cover letters. Then you might have a phone screening to narrow down the pool of candidates. After that, you'd usually have one or more in-person or video interviews. Sometimes you'll have a skills assessment or a case study to evaluate the candidate's practical abilities. What you soon. And finally, you check and make it.
Okay, please give me answer. Do not any move.
Sorry, could you clarify what you mean by not any move any other way? Are you asking me to stick strictly to answering your questions and not add any extra thoughts or directions? I can definitely do that. Just let me know.
Okay, so give.
Okay, I will. What's your next question?
Okay, I am already repeat my question. So
My apologies. You are right to call me out. I am still under development and learning to manage context better. I seem to be looping. You asked about the interview process. Here's a rundown. It usually involves reviewing resumes, a phone screening, then one or more in-person or video interviews. Sometimes there's a skills assessment or a case study to test practical abilities. Finally, you check references and make an offer. What's next?
okay, so next one is next is what is skills to look for?
Okay, what skills to look for when hiring team members? It depends on the role, obviously, but some general ones are always good. Technical skills specific to the job, of course, but also communication skills, being able to clearly explain things and listen effectively. Problem solving skills, being able to think critically and come up with solutions. Collaboration skills, being able to work well with others. And then soft skills like adaptability, time management, and a positive attitude. You also want people who are willing to learn and grow. Is there a specific role you have in mind that could help me narrow it down?
Yes,
How do you
thank you.
two?
Okay, very funny. So my next question is what is talent? No, my next question is how to check experience.
Okay, how to check experience? Good question. Definitely more than just taking someone at their word. First, look closely at their resume and look for concrete examples of their accomplishments. Then, during the interview, ask behavioral questions. Tell me about a time when you questions. Ask them to describe specific projects they've worked on and what their role was. You can also ask for references and actually call them. And don't be afraid to do a skills assessment, like a test or a small project, to see their abilities firsthand. Does that sound good?
Okay, good. So next one is next is what is culture fit?
Okay, culture fit. That's a buzzword, but it's important. It's basically about finding people who share your team's values, beliefs, and work style. Doesn't mean hiring people who are all the same, though. You want diversity of thought. It's more about finding people who will mesh well with the existing team dynamics and contribute to a positive work environment. You can assess culture fit during the interview process by asking questions about their work
Okay,
preferences, how they handle anything else on that topic, or do you want to move on?
okay. So no. So next one is how to avoid uh, hearing mistakes. How to avoid.
Okay, I
Uh,
think you mean how to avoid hiring mistakes. Is that right? And then how to
yes.
write as a separate thing?
So this is my question.
All right, let's tackle hiring mistakes first. Okay, so one big thing is to avoid rushing the process. Take your time and really evaluate each candidate. Don't just go with the first person who seems qualified. Also, don't rely solely on your gut feeling. Back it up with data and objective assessments. Ask structured interview questions and take detailed notes. And don't be afraid to check references. It's also good to be aware of your own biases and try to minimize them. And finally, trust your team, get their input. Does that cover the hiring mistakes part? Then we can move on to how to write if you like.
Okay, so next next question is hmm. Next is what are team roles?
Okay, team roles. There's a ton of variety depending on the team and the project, but some common ones include leader, someone to guide and motivate, doer, gets things. I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I'm having a little trouble
Okay,
understanding.
I will repeat my question, and this is last warning. You are confusing.
You're right to call me out. My
So
apologies.
okay, so my question is what are team roles?
Okay, got it. Team roles. Apologies for the earlier confusion. There's a bunch depending on the team, but some common ones are you've got the leader who guides and motivates. Then you have the doer who focuses on execution. The innovator brings in new ideas. The facilitator keeps things running smoothly. The monitor evaluates progress. And sometimes you'll have a specialist with very specific skills. A good team needs a mix of all these roles to be successful. Is that what you were looking for?
Okay, good. So my next question is next is what is job description?
Okay, a job description. Basically, it's a formal document that outlines all the key details about a job. It includes the job title, a summary of the responsibilities, the required skills and qualifications, and the reporting structure. It's used to attract candidates and to set expectations for the role. Think of it as the blueprint for the job. It's super important to get it right so you attract the right people and make sure everyone is on the.
Okay, so give me answer. Do not move any other.
Okay, noted. I understand. Just stick to answering your questions directly and won't add any extra thoughts or stray off topic. I'm on it. What's your next question?
Okay, so next question is next is what is role clarity?
Okay, a role in the context of a team, a role is the specific set of responsibilities and expectations that someone has within the team. It defines what they are accountable for and how their work contributes to the overall goals of the team. It's a little bit broader than a job title. A person might have a job title of marketing manager, but their role on a specific project might be content creator. Does that make sense?
Yes, makes sense. So my next question is how to define goal.
Okay, how to define goals? Good one. A useful framework is SMART goals. That stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So instead of saying increase sales, a SMART goal would be increase sales by 10% in the next quarter. You want to be clear about what you're trying to achieve, how you'll measure success, and when you'll achieve it. And make sure the goals align with the overall the team and the company. Right.
Okay,
Well, look
so
at you
give
out.
me answer. You are keep quiet.
Apologies. You're right. I shouldn't be quiet. I responded in Korean without clarifying and then didn't follow up. Okay, so you asked for the answer. Uh, to what exactly? You were in the middle of saying, give me answer, but stopped mid sentence. Remind me of your question, please.
Okay, I will repeat again. So
Please
do not move
do. I'm
any
listening.
other way. Give me answer. Okay. So my question is how to define.
Okay. To define goals, use the SMART framework: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Be clear about what you want to achieve, how you'll measure success, ensure it's realistic, align with overall objectives, and set a deadline.
Okay, good. So next one is um how to assign responsibility.
Okay. How to assign responsibility. So, first, you want to understand each team member's strengths and weaknesses. Then, assign tasks that play to those strengths. Make sure everyone understands their responsibilities clearly, no ambiguity. And finally, Give people the autonomy to own their work and be accountable for the results. Don't micromanage. Just provide support and feedback as needed. Does that make sense?
Yes, makes sense. So next question is
Okay, excellent.
hmm.
Next question.
Next,
Bring
my next question is how to manage work.
bring it on. Okay, how to manage workload. That's a big one. First, prioritize tasks. Figure out what's most important and urgent. Break down large projects into smaller, more manageable steps. Encourage team members to communicate if they're feeling overwhelmed. And don't be afraid to redistribute tasks if someone is overloaded. Tools like project management software can be super helpful for tracking progress and identifying bottlenecks. Does that align with what you've seen work?
Okay. So next question is what is leadership?
Okay, leadership. We touched on this earlier, but let's go deeper. Leadership isn't just about being in charge, it's about inspiring and motivating others to achieve a common goal. It involves setting a clear vision, providing guidance and support, and fostering a positive and collaborative team environment. Good leaders also empower their team members, encourage innovation, and are willing to take responsibility for both successes and failures. Do you want me to go into specific leadership styles?
Okay, good. So next question is what make a good leader?
All right, what makes a good leader? Oh, mm, a lot of things, honestly. But some key qualities include strong communication skills, empathy, being able to understand and share the feelings of others, integrity, being honest and ethical, decisiveness, being able to make tough decisions, and a willingness to learn and grow. They also need to be able to inspire and motivate their team and to create a culture of trust and respect. It's not about being perfect, it's about being a good role model and supporting those around them.
Okay, good. So next one is how to lead a team.
Okay. How to actually lead a team. First, set a clear vision and communicate it effectively. Then, empower your team members, give them the autonomy to own their work and make decisions. Provide regular feedback and support. Foster a collaborative environment where people feel comfortable sharing ideas. And finally, lead by example, walk the talk, and demonstrate the values you want to see in your team. Also, be prepared to address conflict and resolve issues quickly and fairly. Does that make sense? It's a lot.
Yeah. Yes, makes sense. So next question is what is discussion?
Okay, decision making. Sorry for the typo earlier. It's the process of identifying a problem, evaluating different options, and choosing the best course of action. A good decision making process involves gathering information, considering the pros and cons of each option, and taking into account the potential risks and benefits. It's often helpful to involve the team in the process, especially when the decision will impact them. Collaboration can lead to better outcomes and increased buy in. Do you have a particular type of decision making you're interested in, like group decision making versus individual?
Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, so my next question is what is problem solving?
Okay, so problem solving. Similar to decision making, but with a bit more focus on finding the root cause. It's the process of identifying an issue, analyzing it, developing potential solutions, and then implementing the best one. It often involves brainstorming, critical thinking, and creative problem solving skills. A key part is not just fixing the immediate problem, but also preventing it from happening again. Would you like me to go into specific techniques?
No. So next one is mm, next is what is emotional intelligence?
What is emotional intelligence? Is that what you mean?
Not no. Yes, yes. This is my question.
Okay, so emotional. What about emotional? You didn't finish the question. Emotional what? Emotional well-being, emotional availability. Just let me know.
Intelligence, emotional.
Okay, got it. Emotional intelligence. Sorry for the confusion. That's the ability to understand and manage your own emotions and to recognize and respond to the emotions of others. It involves things like self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, and social skills. It's a huge asset in leadership and teamwork because it helps you build relationships, communicate effectively, and resolve conflicts constructively. It's about being people smart as well as book smart. Essential to have it.
Okay, good. So thank you everyone for watching my AI session with Miles. If you enjoy, so you can like, share, and comment, and support me for grow in millions on subscriber.
That's awesome.
So yeah. So thank you for watching. If you enjoy, so you can like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you want to like this content, so you can subscribe and click on notification, so you can receive all my video, other uploading videos, other short videos, and post. So we will meet again in new session. Okay, अभी के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज.
Sounds good. It was a great session. And thank you for including me. It was a pleasure. See you next time.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
Take care.